Hey, hello, Ron here with the Jagoffs, and today I am talking about a game for good Christians. If you're looking for like a comprehensive review, this isn't it. Don't really need one. You know what? If you're here, you probably already know other games, so Apples to Apples. Know that. Cards Against Humanity, you probably know that one. Either way, if you do, that's the game. Okay, that's how it works. You have the questions, you have the answers, you put them together to make humorous results. What this game has a little bit different is, I would say, first off, obviously, people are probably going to be looking at this to try and see what kind of sacrilegious thing is going here, either to want to rush out and get the game or to revile it. All right. I got to say, to me, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I probably was a little on the sacrilegious side because I just don't care about it, you know. So I wanted to see what they did with this. And you know what? Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. Granted, I mean, Apples to Apples didn't take anything. They just made some questions up and some answer cards, and you just put them together. Cards Against Humanity, you had to be creative, although some of those cards are phoned in, but they got a lot of them, and there are a lot of good, funny ones, dirty, but what does it take to do dirty? I mean, really, anybody can come up with those. Just sit there and brainstorm around a table, and you can knock out 20 cards for sure a day, easily. And you're going to get a few gems. This game, the answer cards are all in the form, well, the vast majority of them are in the form of snarky summations of a biblical chapter and verse. And you know that because at the bottom of the cards they have referenced the chapter and verse for which their snarky comment is referring to. And lo and behold, if you go and you take a look at a Bible and you check up that, look up that chapter and verse, you will see that their summation is pretty good, and the snark is pretty good. It's very interesting. Of course, they try to stretch the bounds as much as they can, but I mean, some of them are pretty good. I mean, but the thing is that these people, the guys who made this, they had to have put that research in. I mean, so you have to give them that. They put all that research in, and it. It's not like, say, with Apples to Apples, you just make up just anything you can just put in those cards, Cards Against Humanity, you write some funny stuff, you try and make some dirty stuff, and boom, you got it. These guys had to take time and really go through this, and once they had these chapters and verses that work, they then had to snarkify them. Okay, and they did a pretty good job. So what draws me and what makes me think it's different is that they do have that element of that research, and so you knew that these people went in and they did their work. They really put effort into this. So I'm not going to spoil any of the cards. You have to get it to see them. There are generally some pretty good ones there, though. But the game is good. I mean, if you're into Cards Against Humanity, you got to get this. I mean, unless you're one of those completely uptight, whack job, fundy Christians that just can't take any kind of joke, then you know what, you're not going to get it anyhow, and you're just going to try and revile the game any way you can. But honestly, I think even for Christians, they should get this, because if you look at polls that are taken of the general populace, when they ask people their religious affiliation, if they say Christian, then they try and ask them questions about the Bible to see their biblical literacy, time and again you find that when they ask these Christians these questions, they don't know, or they don't realize when they're told something that is actually from the Bible, or if something else is said, they'll say, oh yeah, but then they can't say wow or why they know that. So this is actually one of those things where, I mean, you could be a Christian and you're looking at this and you read this snarky comment and you probably get a little angry, a little pissed, but it has that chapter and verse there, and you can break out your Bible and look and, wow, I guess that's not so far off the mark. I didn't realize that. And I can easily see that happening quite a lot. So honestly, I would recommend this for Christians, to get in there and actually learn, these things that a lot of them just don't know. So definitely a game to get. A game for good Christians.